Hello, and so today we're printing a lamp. This is just a case for it, for the sides. Actually no, this is the top, sorry. I printed the sides already. And then we're going to print some white, only 1mm thick panels to go on the sides to cover it, to give it that Chinese effect. And then we're going to add some electronics to it later. And a battery and a charge module, basically. So I've managed to find a charge module. This one I already had built up. Basically this one's got protection on it, so the battery inputs have got separate pins on this side, and then obviously the output are sort of slightly in the middle. I was using it on a quadcopter, so I had obviously waterproofed it with some heat shrink, but it's charging now. Battery's going up at 3.69 volts. So basically what I've got, these are the output leads here. I've just stuffed them in there and then used the plugs to hold the wires on, just to keep an eye on the voltage. So that's what's going to be powering it. And then these two wires here, this one and this one, is what's going to be going to the light. I'm probably going to put a resistor on one of the lines just to limit the current, and then it's just a matter of adding the LEDs then. Okay, as you can see now, the part's finished printing. Should have done it the other way around really, to get this sort of patternation on the outer side. The bottom side tends to have like a glaze to it. Okay, so this is the finished print. Obviously I've stuck the sides on, just tacked it for now with super glue. Put all the sides together, and that's a top piece. This bit here is actually supposed to go this side and then sit into here, but I don't know if it's my printer itself, but it's seems to be slightly a lot like wider one side by a couple of mils, so it not fits the base. That's the base plate that I printed out for her, and obviously I'll be putting the LEDs into these holes. I printed that out for fitting at 18650, but didn't come out the right size really. And obviously that'll sit on here when I've completed. I'm actually printing a second one. As you can see, it's slightly wider on one side. But the idea is it's supposed to sits in that way, you see. It doesn't sit in this side, it's slightly over by a couple of mils. So I'm just printing another one out now. It's just got a slightly wider base, and then we'll print the panels. I'm actually going to do the panels white, but I'm going to do them thin so the light can pass through, just to get a nice clean look, and then we'll stick those in, and it should be about done, and get the electronics in. So these are the LEDs we're going to be using. It's just 2 pins, slow changing. I don't know if you can just about see in that, but that little black speck there is actually an IC which controls it. So you just supply that 3.3 volts to it, and it light up. There you go. I can just about get it there. So I've added some heat shrink tubing to the LEDs. It'll help them stop shorting out and things, and plus it'll make it easier for me to know which ones are which. Because once you start bending them around things and that, they all look the same bloody length. Up to 4.2 volts now. That's my little tubes heat shrink. Still charging. Still debating on whether to use this regulator or resistor. But yes. So this is the tower with the LEDs in. It's not the best camera for getting the... if I move the camera about, you see, it tends to show the colours a bit better, but then it seems to blend them out when I... That's the tower anyway. So they'll all just go at a random colour. They do start off pretty much the same colours, and then sort of some are slightly faster than the others and so on. So here's it all wired up, soldered. So I've just tied all the positives together and the negatives of the LEDs. Put the 18650 here in the bottom. Put a bit of hot glue just to hold it. A bit of hot glue on here just to stop the wires from flapping about. I decided to go with a reed switch, which is here. And if I use a Neo magnet, just put the magnet near it and turn it on. I'll just make something little that I can put in front of this and just put the magnet into that, and then just set that near it for when it switch on. Also at the back here is our LiPo charger. Obviously that's the one that's wrapped in the heat shrink. What I've done is I've connected the USB in to hold that in place while I put the hot glue in, just to keep it set. And that's pretty much it. That's all you need. There's no programming involved. It's all pretty straightforward. I'll just show you the top. So that's the top now with the inset in it. So all I've done at the moment with these is just tacked them in temporarily with some super glue in the centres. Once it's complete, they'll all be covered on either side, and then this will then all sit on top. This is the new one that I printed out. It does fit it. It's just a really tight fit, which is how I wanted it, because I didn't want it to work its way out. So that will all go together. But for now, whilst I'm printing the plates, I'm not going to bother. Okay, so as you can see, I've printed and stuck on the diffuser caps, and that should help with the light. Right, so if I turn it on now, you can see it's more diffused. And if I put this on as before, so without the caps, you get a red circle here or a coloured circle here. As you can see now, the light's being dispersed evenly. But these do switch colour. Strange when it focuses, it don't show the colour properly. Get the basic idea. Okay, so we've got it all put together now. Just got the magnet on the front, so we can still turn it on and off till I make something for it. But it's all finished now, all glued up. So the idea is that obviously you can charge it up. It's got one 18650 in it, so it should last a while running them LEDs. So it probably lasts to about 8 hours or something. Every now and again, obviously when the colours filter, they filter better when it's been running a while. You'll start getting like blue on one side and a different colour on another side and so on. Yeah. And charge it up with USB. Thanks for watching.